Hi again. I recorded earlier, but for some reason it will not upload into YouTube. So I hope you guys are all doing well. This is my third recording today. I wanted to go over pages 81 and 82 of the homework that you had on Monday and Tuesday. I want to make sure you guys understand the events of the story, analyze the plot of the story. We will go over the vocabs, and then I will go over the new homework assignment. So I do hope that this one gets uploaded. So when you had to analyze the plot, we talked about what does analyze mean? Analyze means to look at things closely and to analyze the sequence of the story, which means the events that have happened, what has happened first, second, and third. Plot means the setup of the story, the way that the story is structured. plot معناتها أحداث القصة وكيف القصة تكون يعني مكتوبة بالتسلسل. So the first one is you had to analyze the interactions between the characters and the events in the story. So the first one that they gave you was the emperor lost his golden throne. I had number 2, the grandmother took a lotus seed to remember the emperor. That was the second event that happened in the story. Number 3 is the war forced Bay and her family to flee the country. Flee means to escape. She took the seed to remember her past. Number 4 is Bay and her family started life in a new country. The 5th event is the little brother stole the seed and planted it. The 6th part of the story is Bay found the lotus when it bloomed. And number 7 is Bay gave each of her children a seed to remember her by. So these are the events that have happened in the story. If you don't have them, please add them to your chart, which is on page 81 of your practice book. Now the second part that I did with you guys is page 82 of the practice book. So you had to recall the meaning of these words: arrive, blooming, chapter, emperor, forget, remember, special, and throne. And you had to fill in the blank the correct vocab. So I'm going to review that with you, and I do want you to correct them as I'm going over them. So my grandmother arrived in this country many years ago. Even so, she will never forget her homeland. Her homeland is actually her country of origin. She says, I remember the smell of the beautiful flowers blooming in the garden. I can picture the emperor sitting on his throne in his elegant robes. Who would want to lose such special memories? It was an amazing chapter in my life. It was an amazing part of my life. Write and complete sentences to answer the questions about the lotus seed. Why was the lotus seed important to Bay? The lotus was the only thing she had left from her homeland. That's why it was important to her. For number 2, how might the story, the lotus seed, live on for generations? It will not be forgotten by people. Everyone in the family will plant a lotus seed and harvest the seed to pass on to generations, as well as pass on the story to other generations. So that was the answer for numbers 1 and 2 on pages 81 and 82. So today you're going to be working on page 83, and I wanted to go over that before you started. So basically you had prefixes and the meaning of the new prefixes. D means opposite, N means cause, re means again, un means not. If we understand the meaning of the prefix, it helps us understand new vocabulary. Okay, even if we don't understand part of the vocabulary, when we understand the prefixes, it helps us understand words that we haven't seen before. So I have the first example for you. So basically what you need to do is look at the word, cover the prefix, true. Do you know what is true? What is the meaning of true? True means something that's real, something that's correct. If I said untrue, not true, not correct. So on the first line, you need to write the definition of the word. Use it in a sentence. This is my sentence. Some news in the media is untrue. So untrue يعني غير صادق أو غير حقيقي. أول شيء لازم نكتب المعنى وبعدين لازم نستخدم الكلمة بجملة. Some news in the media is untrue. يعني بالنسبة لي أنا كتبت هاي الجملة بس فيكم تكتبوا جملة غيرها. And then you have to do the rest of the words in this page. Now the next page, which is page 84, you have to recall the meaning of analyze, chapter, identify, and sequence. Analyze is to look at things closely. Identify is to know something. If I identify you between, or in a large crowd, that means I know that you are my student. I can identify you just like an identification card. Chapter is a section or part. Sequence is when things are in order, first, second, and last. So you have to read the definitions. I just gave you some of the definitions. You need to write the word on the right side. And here is pick the best one. The scientist will sequence analyze the material in her laboratory. What does the scientist do? Will she sequence or will she analyze the material? Of course, she analyzes. She looks at things closely. So you would be putting a circle around analyze. And then here, use the words analyze and identify in a sentence just to show me that you do understand the meaning of these words. If you guys have any questions, let me know.